You always want your hair to look lively and glamorous because hair is a living thing, which is how it grows. So we're going to kind of have it fall behind her back and drape over her shoulder at the same time. Start with the hairline, but only from the top this time. Mind the planes of the head. We'll have the hairline start at the very top. This character doesn't have bangs or fringes which would hang downwards, so the thickness of her hair is going to elevate her hairline just slightly. Have the hair spread out to the cheeks. This is the stage where you can really figure out how you want your hairstyle to look, so have fun with that. Just outline it really. And don't try to put every single strand of hair on the character because that will end up making it very noodly, very stringy. Instead, think of them as sections, like how anchor rope is braided with millions of strands, but when you see it, it simply looks like 3 intertwined sections. That's the same idea. And the hair can go as far or as close as you want it to. I always like to have some stray loose pieces running out. A little far off. Hair is affected by gravity like everything else, so it's affected by the gravity above it and below it. So it's bunching up and hanging at various places. Most of the hair really won't hang straight down at all. On the shoulders, you can see how the hair is curving. It's just collecting at the shoulder area. Now that we've determined how we want our hair to fall, we can go in and put in the strands, but not all of them. What I like to do is use the mess of lines I make as I place the hair in the end. But by dotting them using pointillism and broken lines, or even an Art Nouveau effect for the outline, we can make it look very interesting. Just pick the lines you really like and try to place them in threes to start. One long line, one broken line, and one dotted line side by side. This is the Art Nouveau type of effect. The outline of the hair is one solid piece. The roots of the hair, you can do those as straight lines or use thicker black lines with it. As you can see, I'm just following the lines that I already made and doing the technique we discussed. So, one straight line, one broken line, and a dotted line, side by side. And the hair is tucking, entangling and intertwining over itself. So once you get to the inside of the hair, behind her head, I like to usually just have the lines going in opposing directions. It keeps the hair looking interesting. But it's very easy and very simple for me to do. Just keep breaking those lines and dotting those lines as you go. Don't put every single line in, just the ones that you really like. Ignore the face. So now take the same idea and place it here. This time we get to look a little more inside of the hair. So start placing your hair again with the pencil. Separates at the cheeks. And for the scalp from the side, I almost like to have the hair parted like this. Depending on the hairstyle, you can take it or leave it. But the other side of the hair is just slightly, the back side is just slightly visible over the top. Big sections of hair like we talked about before. Since it's practically a profile view, the hair on the side of her face rounds out right here. As its ends are bunched on her shoulder as well. And on the side close to us, we can see the hair separating and twisting, front and back. Just get a feel of it now, how the hair moves and curves and hangs. Going in to render it, using our dotted lines and our full lines. Make sure you don't over-render the hair though. The more blank space, the better. As it gets closer to the edges where there are tension, that's where you can use more lines to indicate the tension, such as where the hair is tucking in. As I said before, on the inside of the hair we can just have it intersect in between all of the large strands. It's all about opposing curves when you're drawing hair like this. And now the very last part. Here you've got choices. The hair can either be very straight or wavy, since this is where most of it hangs, or it can be very tangled. I mix it up and place the tangles near the cheek just to make it visually interesting, and place the waves and such in the back. And again, the hair is almost like cloth. You want it to be twisting like a ribbon almost over itself to make it look more lush. just making a little indication visually where the hair starts and as it gets untangled. It's all curves at this point, just long flowing S lines. And as I said, the hair near the cheek is bunched together just to make it look interesting. That about wraps it up. Let me know if you guys have any comments or questions, and I'll get back to you in the comment section below. And darker hair is almost like mixing how you render PVC or latex with how you draw cloth and this all at once, but if you guys need something more specific than that to go by, I'll make a separate tutorial for drawing darker hair. And maybe longer hair for guys too. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can find all my art on my social media sites. I'll put the links in the description below. Make sure you have your annotations on so you can read the cards here and check out more videos that you might like, whether they be tutorials or speed drawings. Recommended reading, as always, includes anything by Andrew Loomis, in particular drawing the heads and hands. Let me know if you guys want anything else similar to this, or give me suggestions for my next video. I love making content based on user suggestions because I think they always come out more interesting that way. Thanks for watching.
Scena som ett museum. Antes de scena, se